Making my way through the darkness, a million eyes on me. I don't care, I don't care. Making my way through the spilling, sticking it out just to see. I don't care, I don't care. The moment's come now, so take it. To fight for what I believe, 'cause I can, yeah I can.
Last time on Road to Arlathan. Continuing onward through Andrew's trials, the party encountered her second tenant, Vir Borisan, bend but never break. After solving the puzzle at the trial's entrance, they stepped into darkness only to find themselves alone, separated from the others. Each of them was shown a memory from their childhood, but not quite as they remembered them. A voice spoke to them, taunting and instilling doubt. However, each of them remained strong, never breaking, and they were reunited in the next chamber, where the third and final trial awaited them. Also, there was a beach episode, but that was in a sort of pocket dimension. And you all still have memories of it. You're just not sure what the fuck that was. So, for this session, today is the last day of the effects of the springs that you were all at. So if you bathed in the springs, this is your last day to use whatever it is it gave you. Before we get anywhere, I want to have my mages roll a d20 for me.
We're starting right off the bat.
Yeah. What do we got?
10.
10?
17.
Okay.
Fucked. 11.
Seb, mark a failed death save. Again, it's not a real death save. It's just keeping track. Was that 1 or 2 for you?
I think that's 2. There's no place to keep track on my sheet, so hold on 1 second.
There should be.
Yeah, that's 2.
Okay.
I wrote it in my notes.
Okay. So, stepping through the archway of the final tree, you find yourselves in a large, sort of diamond-shaped chamber. And as you begin to descend the stairs, you see several large blades swinging through the room at varying intervals. As you watch them swing back and forth, to and fro, you get the sense that there may be a bit of a pattern, but you'll need to step carefully and with precision in order to make it to the other side of the space unscathed. So I'm going to have you all roll initiative just for order.
6.
6? Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. Back and better than ever. Hell yeah.
I got a 9. You better start rolling better.
I have a 19.
Okay.
17. 8. 15.
Yep.
6.
Okay. Between you and Asira, who has the higher dex?
I have a 17.
You're muted. Hills?
Sorry, I thought that I was not muted.
You're muted.
Mine's a 12, so
Okay.
Stubbs is higher.
Okay. So okay. So top of the order is Delia. How would you like to go about getting through this room? I will say you can all roll perception to see if you are able to get a good idea of the timing of the blades.
Give me just 1 second. I think I might have a feat that will help me here.
Okay. And the room is also straight through the middle is the longest part of the room, and it is 75 feet across.
I rolled a 17 for perception.
Okay.
I rolled a 25.
I rolled a 26.
Okay,
I
nothing.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Okay, so I have nothing that will help me here immediately, but I am going to use luck. It'll help me a little bit, hopefully. Yes, it will. Nat 20.
Okay.
So that is my perception.
Okay. So with a nat 20, you have a this is anyone who rolled between 20 and 24. What's your modifier on that roll?
It's a total for 32.
Okay, so yeah, you actually are in the 25 plus category then. So anyone who rolled 25 or greater, you understand the precise rhythm of the blades and how they interact. And you can add +2 to any dex roll in this room.
Sweet.
You also roll it with advantage.
Nice. I am going to try and convey that to everybody. Like, no, see how it's like going voop, voop, and then this one goes voop, voop. I don't know if that's going to be a success. I'm trying to help them out a bit.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Okay, so you're probably going to be able to get halfway across the room. Make an acrobatics check with +2 and advantage.
$24 total.
Okay. You make it halfway through the room without being caught at all.
Okay.
Congrats.
Could we say that my trying to help everybody is the help action, therefore giving them, I think, advantage?
Sure, we can do that. Next in the order is Bronwyn. What did you roll on your perception?
23.
So you also get a good idea of how the blades are kind of swinging, and you get disadvantage on all of your dex rolls in this room. So if you would also like to run for it, what's your movement?
40.
Okay, so you get like a little over halfway past Delia, which is surprising with your short little legs.
And fast.
Yes. Roll.
Yelia's like looking back, making sure everyone's okay, and she looks forward and Bronwyn's in front. How did okay?
She's just zooming past you, like.
Roll acrobatics with advantage. This determines if you actually make it that far.
24.
Yes, you also make it the 40 feet. Next is Clay. What'd you get on your perception roll?
25.
So yeah, you get +2 and advantage on your acrobatics roll to run.
26.
And what's your movement?
40.
So you are right up next to your girlfriend. Ashara's next. You got a 25, right? On your perception, what'd you get?
I
Someone
got a 17.
17. Okay, I heard someone else then. You have a fair sense of the blade's rhythm, and you feel like you can navigate through them if you move very carefully. You get no advantages on your rolls, just straight up acrobatics.
All right.
Even though I was describing that to everybody.
Oh yeah, you can have an advantage roll.
Oh, thank you, Delia. Dirty 20.
What's your movement?
35.
So you make it up next to Delia. Next is Lila. What was your perception roll?
So it was a 10.
Okay. You think you understand how the blade's rhythm works, but you know you'll need to be very careful while crossing. For your acrobatics roll, you get -2 on it.
Yeah, I feel like when she sees spinning blades of death and she isn't immediately like 100% confident she has this, she's not going to go immediately forward.
Okay.
She's going to, can I do like an investigation to see if there's like, could there be a hidden button to turn it off? Like that kind of thing.
You can roll that. Also, for your acrobatics, you will have -2, but you'll also have advantage because of Delia's help.
Okay. Well, Jesus, what the fuck? That's a 5. So I don't think I find anything.
Yeah, you're looking around. And you notice the floor is a little different at the very opposite end of the room, but that's all you see.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Well, I'm trying to see if there's any way that I can flavor this to make it athletics instead of acrobatics.
There is not.
There is not. All right.
No.
Well, I guess everyone's right. I think when she sees Bronwyn even going for it, she's like, well, I don't think I have an option here.
So -2, but with advantage.
Okay. Oh, good. That's then 13.
Okay. So with a 13, you are running through this room, and just as what's your movement?
30.
Okay. So you are just keeping your eyes up on Delia and Ashara. And just as you're about to get up to them, you are whacked to the side with a pendulum, and you take 5 points of damage.
I had 10 points of damage somehow. What would that be from?
You guys fought that one
Oh, okay.
thing last time. I forgot about that.
All right. Well, it's 5 points of damage. She's more embarrassed than hurt.
Okay. Next is...
She makes an almighty clank as she knocks to the ground.
Yes. Just clanking of armor. A muttered maker's breath. Danny, what'd you get for your perception?
26.
Okay, so yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. For your acrobatics roll, you get +2 and advantage.
$18.
Yeah, so you, what's your movement?
35.
Okay. You make it up alongside Ashara and Delia with no problems at all. Next is Asira. What was your perception?
$18.
Okay. You are along kind of with Ashara. Like you have a good idea of what you're doing, but you know you're gonna have to be really careful to get across. Roll acrobatics, and you get advantage because of Delia's help.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's a 7.
Oh no.
Should have rolled my actual dice instead of rolling on D&D Beyond. That's what I get.
This is why we don't trust virtual dice. Like
what's your
Brennan says,
movement,
show me the
please?
math.
What's your movement?
My movement is 30.
Okay. So running through, you're keeping your eyes kind of up where Delia and Ashara and Diani all are. And as you're running, one comes from kind of like behind you and smacks you clear across the room. So you're ahead of them now. But you take 5 points of damage as you go flying across the room. Next is Nick. What was your perception roll?
With the bonus, it'd be 15.
Okay. You have a pretty good idea of what you need to do. Roll acrobatics with advantage from Delia.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Hell yeah. What's your movement?
40.
You make it up by Clay and Bronwyn without any issues. Back to the top with Delia. Go ahead and roll. I think you have to do both of them again. Yes, you have to roll both of them again. So roll perception and then roll acrobatics.
Okay. And the acrobatics is still an advantage or just
It'll
a
depend
+2?
on your perception roll.
Okay. I'm using another luck. Okay, that was rude. That's okay though. It's a 17.
Okay. With the 17, you still have like a good sense of what you need to do. No advantage or anything on your acrobatics.
Okay, okay. All right. Switching dice. Don't fall off the table. Oh no. I'm burning my last luck just because I can. That's better. 15.
Okay. 15, you are able to get to the other side of the room.
Okay, cool.
And as you cross over kind of the so with the diamond shape of the room, it kind of like tapers at the two entrances and comes to like a hallway kind of deal. And as you step on through that kind of threshold there, you feel your foot sink down on a pressure plate. And there's this clanking noise as the pendulums all lower. Not enough to touch the floor, but they lower enough that they start moving slower. They swing more slowly across the room. Next is Bronwyn. Roll perception.
$26.
Okay, then roll acrobatics with +2 and advantage.
$25.
You also make it all the way across the room. Next is Clay. Perception.
$21.
And then you get to roll acrobatics with advantage.
It's a 31.
You make it across just fine.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
dodging
that's fine.
around the pendulums, weaving in and out, making it across to the other side.
God damn.
Next is Ashara, perception.
Doing cartwheels and shit.
$18.
Okay. You feel pretty good about getting through. Roll straight acrobatics.
$15.
And you also are able to make it all the way across the room. Next is Lila, perception roll.
Oh my gosh, I might literally go get my physical dice if this is how it's going to be today. That's an 8.
Yeah. Roll acrobatics with -2 and disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that's a 5.
Yeah, you get up and you manage to make it ahead like 10 feet before a pendulum comes and whacks you across to the other side of the room. So you're now over by Asira. You're closer to the exit though.
Cool.
You also take another 5 damage. Next is Diani, roll perception.
21.
Okay. Make your acrobatics roll with advantage.
Thank God, because the first one I rolled was a 2. 18.
You also make it across. Next is Asira, perception.
Okay, there we go.
While
Alright.
it's real quickly, Callie,
Mhm.
can I, when I get to the end, can I cast Bless on Lila and Asira and anyone else who's still over there?
So it would be
It's just the
them and I think Nick.
okay, because I can only do 3. It's just to add a D4 to any oh shit, never mind. I thought Bless was the one that was no, it's guidance. Guidance is the one. Never mind. I thought Bless was the one that was an ability checks and it's not, so I can't do
Okay.
it.
So Asira, perception roll.
A 6.
A 6. Roll acrobatics with Nick with -2 and a disadvantage. You're muted.
Sorry, I was trying to look at my sheet. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna have that -2 anyway, so that 1's not gonna get me much. Okay. That was a 13, but I have to do disadvantage, so we have to roll again. Okay. So that is a 10.
Okay. You are getting up to your feet, and just as you're like finally like up and stable, another one comes and whacks you across the other side of the room, and this time you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Next is Nick, perception roll.
It would be a number over 20 that I don't want to math.
Okay, that's fine. Is it probably more than 25?
Yes.
Then you get +2 and advantage on your acrobatics roll.
Bet. Okay. A dirty 20.
Hell yeah, you make it all the way across. No issues. So everyone besides Lila and Asira, would you like to do anything to help them? I don't know if you can.
I give a woo.
Can I look for like anything that might clog up the mechanisms or like a switch or anything that like
Yeah, there's like a pressure board there. Can I see that mechanism?
You can see it, it's down.
Yeah,
Like the plate is stepped down.
Okay.
because Delia's probably still standing on it.
yeah, can I look for like anything that might stop the blades?
Roll investigation.
Can I futz with the pressure plate?
Roll. We'll say tinkering, which will just use your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
I rolled a 24 for
Okay.
investigation.
Dirty 20 to fuck with the pressure plate.
Okay, so Ashara, looking around, you see lots of pebbles. There's a few bones laying around.
Bones.
Some piles of dirt. Nothing like special, really. Clay, you also see these things, and you are able to putz around with the mechanism, and you manage to get the plate off so that you can see what's going on in there.
Okay. So I'm sure that there are definitely more clever ways to do this, but I do just want to shove something down inside of it. Can I look at it and see if I understand what's going on with it really quick?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
We'll do another tinkering.
okay. $18.
You just want to figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of cogs just kind of rotating.
Okay. I guess how delicate do they look? Is it
They're a
like
little. It's not necessarily that they look delicate, it's that they look ancient but very, very well preserved.
okay. Can I see the anchor points of the cogs in the middle? Can I see if there is one that has a way I can unscrew it and remove the cog?
There's nothing you can see.
I don't want to destroy them. I don't want to destroy them, but I will just take chunks of metal and like the pebbles that are around in the bones and start tossing shit in. I don't want to destroy anything too badly if I can.
So you start tossing things in, and you can hear this creaking and lurching as it's kind of like as the pebbles are getting caught in the cogs, and it's getting all stuck up, and it kind of grinds to a stop. And the pendulums still swing a little bit, but they're slowing down a lot. And at this point, Lila, I'm just going to have you do an acrobatics roll just to dodge the slow ones, so I'll give you advantage. You both can do that, Asira and Lila.
What are we rolling? Sorry.
Acrobatics with advantage.
It's me. I'm the curse, not the dice. I just literally got the physical dice that I have, and I rolled a 6 and then a 7. So that's
Oh,
a 9.
no.
That's improvement.
Okay. 16 for me.
Okay. So you get up from where you were flung across the room, and you are able to kind of like weave your way around the slowing pendulums and to the exit. Lila, you get up and you are nicked in the shoulder by one, and you take another 3 points of damage. But you are able to make it across to the other side. So, making it through the pit of pendulums, the tunnel continues forward for a ways, eventually leading you to a decrepit wooden door. Mages, make another d20 roll.
Eight.
19.
14.
Okay, Ashara, mark a death save. What are you at?
That's my first one.
Okay. Cool. So, you get to this door, and it's just an old wooden door. The hinges are really rusted, and it looks like it's about to fall off. But pulling it aside, a strong necrotic scent hangs in the air, and dense clouds of dust whirl in the darkness ahead. The floor cracks and crunches with each footfall. A busted skull here, some other animal bones there. And you get the distinct impression this entire room is littered with long dead corpses of people and animals alike. Some areas of the floor look hollowed out, deep trenches you instinctively sense you should avoid. A central dais ringed with 6 columns supports an ornate onyx box nearly 8 feet wide and twice as long, which glistens as if covered in moisture. The room itself is as dry as the bones you're standing on. Beyond this chamber, a faint red glow emanates from a smaller room to the side. What would you like to do?
I want to go to the glow.
You want to go to the glow?
Yeah.
So kind of stepping over the bones, you come to the next room, and this room feels colder, and your breath is visible with each exhale. The floor is covered in ancient runes, forming a circle, glowing with a crimson radiance, illuminating the skeletons that cling to the walls here. A small door leads to a narrow corridor.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm. Make a charisma save.
Okay. Oh no. Christmas save. Okay. That would be a 12.
Okay. You step into this room, and as the runes begin to glow brighter and brighter before there's a flash of white light, and you disappear from the room, finding yourself encased in a block of ice in a random plane.
Huh.
So the
Alright.
rest of you who didn't follow, you see this bright flash coming from the other room. And Nick is just nowhere to be found. Instead, you hear a loud screeching. And standing in Nick's place is a terror demon. Roll initiative again. So, top of the order is Nick. I am going to have you make a strength save.
$21.
Hell yeah. You are able to free your hands and head from the block of ice.
Okay.
Um,
I go, Burr.
okay. So next up is Clay. What would you like to do? Where would you like to be?
What? We're not in this room with. We were in the other.
I'm just saying it's fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Get free movement to get here.
All right, then I will um hmm, can I sneak around the room to behind the creature?
What's your movement?
40.
40.
And do you want me to roll stealth or I would like to try and sneak as best possible?
Yes, I will make you roll stealth.
Skills. I get advantage. Okay. 29.
Yeah, you are able to get very close behind it.
Okay.
You get there.
Okay. And then do I get sneak attack because I was very stealthy?
Sure.
Then I would like to attack the fucker,
Yes.
which is a 16, a 23
That hits.
and a 14.
That does not hit.
No. So that is that was the wrong. Wow.
What are you
Thanks.
hitting with?
4. I'm hitting with my rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a 4 damage, but then this. I'm just gonna do this. That's where I was getting D6s from. Okay. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's 33 damage.
Okay. So you go sneaking around the edges of the room, very
Yes.
stealthy. And
Yes.
you're able to sneak up on the demon. And you lunge and catch it right in the side with your rapier. Is there
Yes.
anything else you would like to do?
No. I'm just
Okay.
gonna chill.
Then it
Thank
is Bronwyn's turn with Diani on deck.
So I would like to just wielding my axe, start running at the demon as I go into a rage.
Okay.
And that is my bonus action. And I am going to just kind of like slashes it twice. I can speak. Slash at it twice
Mm-hmm.
with my axe. Do I have advantage since Clay is behind it?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 25 and
To hit?
a 25 and a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm rereading this. Okay, so the first one is sorry, I have to roll so many dice. Okay, the first one is 27 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is 15 plus 11, 26 points of damage.
All right. So, with it distracted by the pain of Clay's rapier, you come charging up, screaming, raging, and you slash at it twice. And with the momentum, you are able to slice off its hand. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Does the hand disappear, or like how does that work with a demon?
It's kind of like flies off and rolls across the room.
Okay, but it's like a
Kind of just
physical
landing, like
form. Just out of curiosity, I just want to know, not for
It's
anything
just-
weird.
right on the ground.
Okay.
And it's like twitching a little bit.
And we have no idea where Nick went.
Correct. So she's not actually ignore.
Yeah. Okay. I am not logically thinking because I'm raging, so that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Diani with Lila on deck.
You said that there were spots that we were avoiding, like instinctually.
No?
Okay, I'm somewhere
That was in
else.
the other room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just like to move a little bit so I can get like a clearer line of sight on it, like down towards the bottom of the room. Yeah, that works. And then I would like to cast a second level of guiding bolts on it.
Heck yeah.
26.
That hits.
Well, okay, give me 1 second because this is also a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm. What kind of damage is this?
Radiant, and the next attack roll is made of advantage. Whoever attacks next,
Okay.
will get advantage on their roll. Uh, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Of radiant damage, and then whoever's next gets to roll twice because it is sparkly. It's shiny.
Yeah, you cast Guiding Bolt and he is blasted with this bright light and energy, and it just, you can see little bits of him like fading off of him, like the fade smoke kind of fading off of him and kind of towards the ceiling. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, because I don't think I can cast spiritual weapon at this point. So nope, I'm good.
Okay. Lila's turn with Ashara on deck. Lila, you get advantage on your attack roll.
So I get 3 attacks. Do I get advantage on all 3 or just the first of mine?
I think it's just the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one. It said the next attack. So
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get right up in its face.
Right up in its face.
And then I'm going to take my 3 attacks.
Hell yeah. And you have flanking advantage.
So I do get advantage on all of them?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So then all 3 hit because that's the
Mhm.
lowest. And then one of them is a crit. Not a crit with the longsword, but a crit in general.
Okay.
Cool. So, all right. So then I have to roll. Oh God. I have to do this with I have to do this one with the, I need to be honest, I don't have an 8 anywhere.
Too much math.
Too much math. Okay. So then 12. So yeah. So 33
Okay.
points total.
So you come like swerving around Bronwyn, avoiding her axe swinging through the air. And you swing your sword at it, knocking it in its knees like Bronwyn would do. You're learning some tricks from her. And it screams. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my second wind bonus action. Since I am down. Let's see. Does that make sense? Yeah, unless I get really lucky with dice, they'll still give me everything. So let's see. Awesome. Okay, so hey, so I'm back at full health.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. Ashara with Delia on deck.
Okay, so which room are we in?
The second room.
The smaller one with the runes on the floor?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm going to pull out my daggers because there's not exactly a lot of room for arrows. And I will attempt, so I'll just get up right behind it.
Okay.
Sort of adjacent to Clay. Yeah, yeah, that works. Right there, that works.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attempt to stab it twice.
Okay.
Ooh, the first one misses.
Okay.
With a 10. And the second one is a 17.
That does not hit.
Oh, motherfucker. All right.
You go racing around Bronwyn and Lila and Clay, and you get behind it. And before you have a chance to even like swing your daggers, it turns and just stares at you, and you are hit with this like moment of terror. But it fades almost immediately, and you do drop one of your daggers. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Delia with the demon on deck.
I would like to run up next to Ashara. And I'm gonna swingy swing.
Go for it.
Okay, well, that's the same on both. That's pretty cool. 17 plus. What is my plus? 26.
That hits.
Cool. With my sneak attack. Okay. 10, 20, 32, 33 damage. 30. What did I just say? 32? 33?
33.
37, because I get a +4 on that.
Okay. So you come racing around and you see as it's staring down Ashara and the dagger falls from her hands, and you take this moment of it being distracted to jab it real good. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to attack with my other dagger.
Yes.
14.
That does not hit.
Dag.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okie doke. Demon's turn with Asira on deck. So it is going to slash its claws at both Ashara and Delia because they are right in front of him. Let's see. So Delia, that is a 17 to hit, and Ashara an 18 to hit.
Wait,
Yep.
is one of them right next to me? Where are they? Oh, they're on the other side. Never mind.
Other side. That hits me.
Ashara too? I can't
Yeah.
see you, so
Yeah, that hits.
okay. So you both take that's a D10. That's D10. 17 points of damage. And then it is going to glance over at Bronwyn and lunge at it with its
Come at me, bro.
face.
Come at me.
Okay, I'm going to do protection there then. So you have to do it.
That's a 24 to hit.
But
That do
let's do
hit.
disadvantage now.
It's disadvantage. Oops, I dropped it. It's still a 24 to hit.
That do hit.
And you take 15 points of damage.
What type of damage?
What?
What type?
Piercing.
It's halved.
Okay. So then you take 8.
Okay.
8 points of damage. And then
Callie, real quick. Was it 17 to hit me and Ashara?
yours was 16, hers was 17, I think. Or yours
Okay.
was 17 and hers was 18. It was 17 damage.
Okay, either way, that's totally fine. I'm going to use Defensive Duelist to not get hit.
Okay. What does that do?
It increases my AC by 5 using a reaction.
Okay, cool. It is going to, what is that doing? They're not on the same layer. There we go. Now they're on the same layer. It is going to teleport down here. And that is its turn. It is Asira's turn. Nick on deck.
All right, I am going to attempt an Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
Let me- $13, which I'm assuming that does not
That
hit.
does not hit. Is there anything else you'd like to try?
What's my bonus actions? No, because I don't want to do Dread Transform. That's not going to do much for me.
Okay, so you hold out your staff, raise up your hand to cast Eldritch Blast, and it turns its eyes at you, and the fear overtakes you, and your spell just fizzles out in your hands. Nick, clan deck. Nick, make another strength save.
Okay.
You also take 6 points of cold damage because you are anti-block of ice.
Sick. And that was also a nat 1.
Okay. So then on top of that, you take 5 more points of cold damage. Would you like to do or attempt anything else?
What's around me?
Darkness.
Sick. All right. Cool. Literally. I think that's it. I don't think I can.
Okay.
With a nat 1, I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah. Play with Bronwyn on deck.
Okay. I'm going to use my full damage to run up at it again.
Your what to run up at it again?
Sorry, my full movement. Yep, my bad.
Okay.
I'm thinking about damage types. Um, can I be one square down, please? I'm just going to attack it
With what?
with two weapon attack. So both my dagger and my rapier.
Okay.
I rolled it once and I didn't check the damage before rolling my next one. So I have a 16 and a nat 20.
Well, the 16 doesn't hit.
No. Okay. So I'm going to slash at it with my first one was rapier, so second one would be dagger. D4. So I just slash at it with my dagger and I do 6 damage, but as a slash damage, I and I double damage. Does that mean that I roll it twice?
Why do you double your damage?
I got a 20.
Oh, you crit. Yeah,
I crit.
you roll the die twice, but you only add the
Okay.
modifier once.
So that's an 8 damage, and I grievously wound it. Until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay.
Okay. Love those feats. Good shit.
Would you like to do anything else?
I'm just gonna turn and look over my shoulder and wink at Diani.
So you run over to it, and as you slash at it with your rapier, that's when it kind of turns and stares down Asira, and that's when you're able to jab it right in the armpit with your dagger. Next is Bronwyn with Diani on deck.
I would like to run up, so I'm flanking with Clay. And just like smile as I attempt to cut off its other hand, because just for equality's sake.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, after I do that, go back, kind of sweep it around. And the second one is a 28 to hit.
They both hit.
Cool. So the first one does 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one does 29 damage.
All right. So you come charging up and you slash at its other hand, and it goes rolling off and hits Clay in the face before plopping at his feet. The second one, you get it in its knees in true Bronwyn fashion, and it falls down to its knees. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Diani with Lila on deck.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have fire breathing, but I
You
don't
do.
know how that works.
Let me find out for you. It is in
My
my other
girlfriend's
book.
so hot she breathed fire.
I just want to get to use it once before it goes away.
Gotta figure out where the heck it is first, because I unmarked the page.
I mean, I can look up the spell if you want. I just didn't want to assume.
I don't know if it's the spell or not, is the only thing.
There is the spell Dragon's Breath. I don't know if that's what you're using
I don't
for
know
that.
if it's from a book. I'm just looking it up real quick. This is the wrong book. That's why I can't find it. It's in this book.
There's also like a potion of fire breathing, I think.
While I'm looking this up, is there anything else you would like to do besides that?
So it kind of depends on what the like range is. So I guess I could just tell you my plan and you can tell me if it works. I was gonna put myself between Bronwyn and Clay and do fire breathing away from them so that they don't get hit, because I'm assuming it's some sort of cone effect.
Okay. I'm getting close.
Sorry.
You're good. I just forgot. Here we go. Ability to breathe dragon's fire in a 15-foot cone once per short rest, 3d6 fire damage.
And is it an attack or is it something that they have to save?
I think it's just an attack.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be my action. Is I'm gonna move myself between Bronwyn and Clay so that they're not in the line of fire, and I would like to do that.
Okay.
What
Free
is
fire?
Is it my spell attack bonus or?
Sure.
Okay.
It doesn't say, so sure.
26.
That hits.
And you said 3d6?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 8 points of damage.
Okay. I lost my eraser. It fell on my pen. Okay, so you skirt around them and breathe out fire. The two of you feel the heat of it against you. And you smell a little bit of burning hair, just like the ends of some of your hair is a little singed, but nothing major, no like permanent damage or anything. And the demon lets out this loud, high-pitched scream, and you can just hear its skin like bubbling as it melts off its body. It's still hanging on though. So is there anything else you'd like to do?
And then I would like to place my spiritual weapon, like to make a triangle between Clay, Bronwyn, and it.
Okay, I am just going to put it here like this for now.
Yeah, that works.
It's literally on it's in single digits. So
and then I lost my spell. Hold on.
Oh.
22.
Yes.
12 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I
It is
just
still
want
the wolf.
Fen'Harel to tear into it.
Yeah. As it's screeching out, screaming as it is being burned, the wolf lunges at it from behind and bites it in the neck, and it just kind of falls off and rolls before it dissipates into a cloud of fade dust.
Does Lee come back though? Does Nick come back?
So as the demon fades away, in the center of the room, you now see a giant block of ice, with Nick's hands and head sticking out of it.
Bronwyn just turns to her and turns to Diani and goes, "Can you breathe fire on that too?"
Wait, what?
Aren't you in a brick of ice?
It's gonna breathe fire on me.
On the ice, don't worry about it.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
Here, let me she's just gonna try to give a big hoo-ha, trying to get out of it.
Roll strength.
Okay. Ha! That was a 2. But
You guys just watch as like she's like little hands are just out of the ice.
somebody just push me over, maybe. I don't know.
Can I attempt to break the ice without hurting her?
Make an attack roll.
Got Britney Spears stuck in my head now.
Well, I got a natural 1, but I do get plus 10, so that's an 11.
No.
So you go and hit at it with your axe and it gets stuck in the ice for a moment, but you can see as the crack kind of travels down the center of the block of ice and it splits open. However, Nick is still attached by one hand.
Somebody hold it.
I will hold Nick's hand.
Yes. Does it work?
And I will chip away at the ice with my dagger very carefully.
Roll an attack.
17.
Yes, you are able to kind of chip away at it so that Nick's hand is now free and you are completely free from the block of ice.
So that was weird. Anything fun happened while I was in some weird ice dimension?
Terror demon.
Oh.
Yanni breathe fire.
Yeah. Yeah, something I heard wanted to breathe fire on me. Ah.
I didn't mean it like I just meant on the ice. Sorry.
I mean, I'm not offended. It's just like if you're into that stuff, okay, but we already had the Coldplay going on.
Are the demon's hands still there, or did they also disappear?
They also disappeared.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So Ashara is going to let go of Nick's hand and walk back into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
The pillars? What was up with that?
So there are 6 pillars that are kind of in a circle around the center of the room in which there is like a coffin, essentially. A black stone coffin. And the lid is slightly ajar on it.
Does the coffin have, I'm going to investigate it. I just want to investigate, like, does it have anything like carvings on it or markings?
There's like claw marks in the top of it, not under the lid, but on top of the lid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you? Oh, never mind. You're good still.
I want to investigate for traps.
Okay, roll investigation.
Are Nick's clothes wet from that experience?
A little bit, not like drenched.
Nice.
Super uncomfortable.
And Nick is generally not like Nick doesn't have armor or anything, right? Like you're just in like leather armor or something. Can I assume that I would have a cloak?
I mean, you probably wear one if that's part of your clothing design.
Yeah, assuming that, I mean, she would have one whenever she's going anywhere that might get cold enough. She's gonna, unless Nick says something while she does it, she's gonna kind of just quietly grab hers and put it over Nick. Cool.
Would you roll?
19.
Yeah, so looking at this, you can tell that there is something magical about this and not in a good way. You do see like a little trigger in between the lid and how it's kind of offset and the coffin itself.
Okay, hold on a second. Do the pillars have any carvings on them or?
No. No.
Can I investigate the trenches?
I mean, you can.
like to know what's in them.
Can I try to disable the trap?
Sure. Roll. Was it sleight of hand? Is that trap disabling?
I think so.
19.
So, with a 19, you are looking into these trenches, and it is just animal bones piled high. All kinds of different animals. Hala, dragons, nugs, bears. Things you've never seen before.
I mean, that's fucking dope, but I'd like to join Ashara by the
What'd you roll?
coffin.
I rolled a 23.
Yes. You are able to disarm the trap.
And I'm taught like I'll say that like Clay came over and like helped walk me through it and whatnot, like explain what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing. You set traps as a hunter.
This is a little different. But if I disable the trap, can I try and push the lid a little bit? I just want to see what's inside. My curiosity is getting the better.
Is it wet to the touch by curiosity?
It is not.
Okay, I know it said it looked moist, weirdly enough.
Yeah. So inside, you see the rotting carcass of a Hala.
How long does it look like it's been rotting there?
Roll a nature check.
Not one of my bad. Oh, that's actually not bad. Nature. 18.
It looks like it's been out maybe for a week if animals had come and eaten at it. If it were like in the woods, you would guess maybe a week. But it's not in the woods. It's in a tomb that's been locked away for who knows how long.
Yeah, that's creepy. And there were claw marks on top of the.
Mm-hmm.
And the trenches are filled with animal bones.
Lila's gonna kind of once again like think out loud because she doesn't know shit and be like, is there one specific god that's associated with the Hala, or is it all of them?
Gillenon.
As a hunter, do the claw marks, do they look like something that a demon would make? Essentially, I'm asking, would I recognize the claw marks as animal or demon?
I don't think there would be much of a difference.
Okay.
Other than, like, they're big enough that it could be, like, a bear, or it could be a demon. That's probably the only thing you'd be able to tell is just based off the size.
And it's just...
look like someone's trying, like an animal tried to get in there, or are they, like, more like, I don't know, I don't want to say artistically, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Are they more like, here, look, here's a symbol, or does it look like an animal was trying to get in?
It looks like something was trying to get in.
Okay.
Ellie, can I cast detect magic?
Sure. Oh, I forget you don't have to roll anything. So casting detect magic. You can kind of see the only things glowing in the area are the circle where Nick had disappeared, and then the top of the lid, but there's a disconnect because Ashara disarmed the trap.
So like the bones themselves and the pillars.
Nothing on the bones themselves is magic.
Okay.
Ashara's not ashamed of reaching in there. She's just gonna kind of just push the carcass side. She's basically making sure that it's just the Hala in there and nothing else.
You do find a couple of arrows that looked like they would have been stuck in the Hala.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, the fletching on it is a different style than you've ever seen. You do recognize it as Elvhen, but it's not modern, if that makes sense.
It does. Ellie's brain is going back to stuff that I've read. Okay. Ashara is going to leave the arrows and she's going to leave the carcass, and I'm actually going to push the lid closed again.
All right.
All right, my curiosity's been satisfied. I have a couple of theories rolling around in my brain, but I'm not gonna vocalize them just yet. I look around at the party and be like, okay, shall we?
Is there anything else in the space that we haven't looked at, or have we covered?
You guys haven't gone through the tunnel leading out of the second room, but
Right, but
get
there's
there.
no other like boxes
No.
of stuff or anything. Okay.
No. So moving onward, you guys go back into the room with the ritual circle and opening the door in that room, the corridor leads to a small room full of skeletal debris. A pile of bones and desiccated corpses about 25 feet across rises out of what you can tell is a sunken floor. Two isolated statues look into it from the right. You can just make out a doorway on the opposite side.
I'd like to investigate the statues.
Roll investigation. You muted.
It's going to be a 21.
Okay. So looking at these two statues, one is kind of broken, like half its face is missing, it's missing an arm. But looking at them both, you do recognize them as Elven hunters. Other than that, there's nothing special about them.
Okay, cool.
Do they have Valis
You can't tell because they are carving statues.
Okay.
What else did you say was in the room?
A deep pit full of bones.
Okay.
And a door at the other end.
Can I examine the bones? Like, what kind of bones are they?
They are animal bones.
Can I check for traps?
Sure.
Specifically, like, just a mishmash of animals, or are we, like, talking, like, specifics, like, recognizable skulls, like bear, wolf,
It's
koala?
a little bit of everything, and there are skulls in that pile that you don't recognize.
Callie, my detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. Is there anything in here that sticks out to me?
No. You do feel a sense of magic beyond the door, but that's it.
I have a dirty 20 for check for traps.
There are no traps.
The bones in the pit, do they have markings like a predator eating? Like, are they ravaged in any way, or do they look just like something died and rotted?
Roll nature.
Oh God, I'm not the right person to do this. Oh, that's a 10. So she's like, no clue. She's gonna turn, she's gonna be like, why am I checking? I'm not the hunter. Turn to Ashara and be like, hey, I can't tell.
Yeah.
Is there a
Ashara
thief
will-
that got these? Or is this just like animals got in here and died?
Ashara will look to see if this looks like they were sacrificed, like any cut marks on the bones or like gnaw marks on the bones.
Fen'Harel played fetch with all of them.
15.
So looking at them, you don't see any gnaw marks. Anything you do see are like nicks of probably arrows or knives from butchering or anything like that, like hunters.
So yeah, so it's all she'll relay that. So I don't think that these are just animals that fell in here or crawled in here. They were brought in here. They were killed. They were.
Andrew was the hunter, right?
Mhm.
So feels like we're getting close to her stuff, right? This isn't just the general keep out stuff. This feels like we're getting close to
Yeah,
her.
this is purposeful. This isn't just random.
Callie, are there any signs of like that any of these animals were like attacked by darkspawn, or that any of the unrecognizable bones are from blight corruption?
Nothing you can tell.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to the other door.
Okay. You get to the door, and that's where we're going to take a break. So, stepping through the threshold of the store, you are momentarily blinded by bright sunlight. Dense forest surrounds a grassy clearing. Everything is quiet here except for the low thrum of magic filling the space. Yes, spilling the face. Filling the space. Ahead of you are two tall tree stumps, and floating above each of them, rotating slowly, are two golden weapons, a hunter's bow that seems to crackle with electric energy, and a shimmering spear that glistens with starlight. Mages, roll another d20.
17.
17.
11.
You all pass. So yeah, you step out into this meadow and see the weapons, and you can all just tell by looking that there is some sort of magical ward going on with the weapons.
Does the ward look like it extends all the way to the ground? Do we get a sense of that? Or is it like just at the tree stumps?
It's roll Arcana.
Cool. Oh, that's not bad. 19.
Okay. So you can see that the wards are just around the weapons themselves. It's what's causing them to float and rotate.
I want to cautiously, first I just want to kind of like take in the clearing, but then I want to cautiously approach the tree stumps. I kind of want to get a look at them, see if there's anything like carved into them, or yeah, just looking for anything.
Roll investigation.
I would also like to look at that.
Same thing. Investigation.
16.
22.
So looking at them, there it is. You see words carved in Elvhen on each of the stumps. It just says Vir Tanadal, and there are 3 trees carved above it.
If how like high up are they floating, like are the weapons floating at like a level that I could touch them?
They're like eye level.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm just going to I see you shaking your head. It's Ashara, so she's just gonna reach out and touch or try to touch the bow just to see what happens.
Roll a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Can I prepare myself to yank her backwards if I need to?
Sure.
Well, that's a good thing because I rolled a 7.
Yeah. So as you touch kind of the ward around it, you feel this wave of electricity kind of course through your body. And you take 10 points of damage.
Okay, not as bad as
She got to keep her arm.
She got to keep her arm.
Aw.
All right, well that didn't work.
Did it affect the ward at all?
It did
Or
not.
did
No effect on the ward.
And I just got like a zap, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else in the room?
No. It's just dense trees. Overhead, you can see the sun, but there are so many like clouds that you can't see it despite how bright it is. Like it's as bright as it would be on a cloudless day.
this is probably just as stupid, but can I try to take the barrier down like I had with the other barriers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how I do that.
I think it's just rolling with your spellcast modifier.
It was on a nat 20 and it tipped 12.
Yeah, you hold out your hand and cast out a burst of magic, and it comes flying right back at you and flies past your head into the door behind you.
Be careful, please. Do we have any idea what this is? Is there something about the story that we're supposed to do, or
No. I don't. There's
Andrew is the goddess of hunters, right?
Mhm.
Maybe try shooting it with a bow.
I mean, I'll try anything. I'll back up so that I'm not trying to shoot at point blank range, and I'll
I
just
also back up and
yeah,
move some.
everybody back up.
I back up and step in front of Diani?
And
Yes.
yeah, I'll attempt to take a shot at the barrier around the bow.
So you raise your bow, knocking an arrow. And just as you're about to release, you hear this cackling behind you.
I did not hear anything.
Your
that you
microphone
said.
cut out.
You hear this cackling and a voice saying, "You found it!" Oh my god, you found it!
Does everyone hear this, or is it just Ashara?
All of you hear this. And it comes from directly behind you.
I will still have my arrow knocked. I will look behind me.
You see a tall elven woman with tan skin and a dark brown hair pulled into a braid. She's wearing green hunter's clothes, like typical Dalish hunter. It just looks a little outdated, like not quite what you see the current elven clans wearing.
I'll nod at her and be like, I was under the impression you couldn't get in here.
Oh, so was I. But look at you all. You're so clever. You made it through. You got me through. Oh my goodness. And she just kind of like weaves around you guys up to the weapons, and she's just kind of like touching. You can see the magic like crackling at her fingertips as she touches the wards. You can't imagine how long I've been searching.
I whispered to Diani, "Which one is this?"
This is the one that I pissed off.
That would be Angela.
Where's Valentin?
Who? And she turns and looks at you and kind of cocks her head to the side. Her eyes are wide and have this kind of like blankness to them. Like she's looking at you, but she's not really seeing you.
Is she blighted?
No.
Okay. Just gotta check, you know.
Mhm.
Valendean?
I know that name. He's one of us, isn't he?
Do you not know your own family?
Are we truly family, though? I've always wondered that. I have a lot of time to think, and well, it just made me not understand anything.
I just kind of look to the rest of them like, what is this lady's problem? Like, I don't say that out loud, but like that is the face of like,
So my arrow is still trained on in that general direction if she's walked over to the bow. And Ashara is just going to ask her, so what is your intent now that you're here?
Well, I'm gonna take my treasures and, well, we get out of here.
And do what?
I haven't decided yet. I never really thought that far ahead.
Does this resemble anything at all like the
Everything you know about her, this is like your brain is telling you this isn't her, but you know your gut's telling you it is.
Lila, I mean, I would say she's being sneaky, but she's well aware she can't really be sneaky. She's going to head back towards the entrance to this area and basically post herself up as in, yeah, no, you're not fucking leaving here.
Okay. She looks at you and just kind of like tilts her head to the other side. Sure.
Yeah, do you remember me?
Have we met?
You chose me at the beginning of all of this.
The beginning of what? She like comes up and gets like within inches of your face. And she's like reaching out and kind of like tracing the scars of your Valisly. And she's like, where did it go?
I had it removed.
Quick question. Does this remind me of how Andraste acted?
No.
Okay, thanks.
What do you mean you had it removed? Do you not love me anymore?
See, that is the question, isn't it? Because, and she'll have lowered her bow because she's not going to hold that for this entire conversation. That is the question, isn't it? She's speaking in Dalish, by the way, so only Diani and maybe little bits of it that Bronwyn might understand. But that love seems to have been built on the foundation of a lie.
I would never lie to you.
And
or any of you. I don't know you. Hi, I'm Andrew.
Then tell me the truth. Were our people held as slaves? By you, by the others. The Valisthene were slave markings.
I don't remember.
So if you don't remember something as basic as that, then what do you remember?
I remember being one with the trees. And she kind of like away from you. The trees have a language of their own, you know. They have many stories to tell. That's how I found out about you.
I'm sorry. I thought it, and Lila would do it, even though I'm second guessing myself. But she's just gonna kind of speak up at the point here and say, "You can leave, but you're not taking the weapons with you."
But they're my creations. What makes you think that you're worthy of them?
I'm not, but she is.
In Dalish, Ashara will ask Andro, and how does one discover whether they are worthy of them, if I were to try?
Do you think any of you are worthy? I created them and locked them away so they could not be taken from me. But when I lost them, well, I knew I had to find them again. And now here we are. You found them for me.
And what will you do with them?
I haven't decided. You know, I could go to Gillinan. It's been so long since I've seen her. But I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'll go on a hunt. A long hunt out in the forest. Arlathan is beautiful this time of year, isn't it?
Lila's gonna do something. She's going to, again, she's disadvantaged on stealth. She got shit for stealth. She knows she's not gonna be able to do stealthy. She's essentially doing this slowly, like trying to feel out what the fuck is going on here. And essentially is going to very slowly approach to, if she would never stop her, like restrain her, but she's gonna assume she's not gonna get close enough to do that.
Okay. So you just want to get close to her?
Yes, and if she allows me to get all the way up to her, she's going to attempt to restrain her.
I'm just looking at Lila, shaking my head. Very, subtly,
she thinks she might be mad enough that she's not. She's basically saying if she's still with it enough to stop a telegraphed attack.
While Lila is making her way up and Bashara is talking, I would like to try to skirt away from Angel's line of sight as much as I can, and do I'm gonna try to call Solas with that intervention.
Okay, roll stealth, both of you.
While they're stealthing, I am going to ask Andrew how she managed to get in if she didn't know where.
I saw you at the camp. I heard that you were looking for them. The other elves wouldn't help me. Fen'Harel got to them first. Well, I did. I got to them first. He just always has to butt in. You know.
He has a habit of doing that.
Oh, he does. He's very irritating.
So are you for or against the plan to tear down the veil?
There's a plan to tear down the veil? Whose plan is this?
At this point, I'm not entirely certain. I think it was Gillinan's, maybe some of the others were involved. At this point, I don't know who's doing what anymore. I do know, and again, she's speaking this in Dalish, so the only person who's gonna know if they're listening is Diani. I do know that I don't intend to give Solas these weapons. And I
Who's that?
Fen'Harel.
Oh, he has a new name these days. It's a dumb name. It's a dumb name.
She just nods, like, yeah.
Like, name yourself Sorrow. Or whatever the fuck it means. I don't remember.
I got a 12 for stealth.
Okay.
I had a 20.
So you are able to sneak away. Lila, you start moving towards her, and she just kind of looks at you.
How close does she let me get?
Huh?
How close does she let me get?
A good like 6 feet away. And she just kind of like reaches out. And even from a distance, she's like towards your nose. And you find yourself unable to move.
Okay.
At this point, Ashara is just going to try and keep her talking, which is not great because Ashara is not good at this, but she just be like, I'm sorry for the humans. They don't quite understand.
They never have they?
No.
Maybe that
Some of them aren't as bad as the others, but some of them are a little blockheaded.
You haven't spent much time around humans.
No, and I generally don't intend to outside of the few that I found to like.
They'll all turn against you one day. They always do.
Sort of like the gods.
I don't know about that. I mean, sure, the gods can be disappointing at times. Never there when you need them. But in our defense, we were locked away for thousands of years. A lot of time for self-reflection. And, well, and a lot of time to reflect.
In that time of reflection, what did you decide? What did you think about?
Thought about why he did what he did. I mean, clearly he thought we were too powerful. But in the end, I decided he wasn't worth the thought. So I thought of ways to escape for a while. Talk to the trees. You're not very talkative. You do tell me about plans in the area. That's how I know you. I watched you. Watched your siblings. That friend of yours. He's a sweet thing, isn't he?
He is.
That's coming out of the tree. I thought I'd be welcomed. But the clans decided that I wasn't worth their time. They wouldn't help a poor lost soul.
Well,
Claimed to be uniting the clans for a greater cause. None would stop and help little old me.
well, it's like you said, Fen'Harel has them convinced that you mean harm. Do you mean harm?
Do they mean me harm?
I can't speak for all of them.
Well, didn't think I did. But I don't know. Depends on how things go. I'm just laying it day by day.
Ashara's very torn. She just wants to like smack her. Be like, why are you talking like this?
Why did you follow us here? Why didn't you go in yourself?
Well, I didn't know the way. But when I heard you talking with the keeper, well, I couldn't just stand by and let my chance fly out the window, you know?
They're your weapons, though.
And I lost them. You helped me find them. And she leans down and like pats you on the cheek.
What if we left them here?
Well, then they would be safe, wouldn't they?
Wouldn't you like to keep them safe?
Of course.
So maybe we should all leave. Let them get lost again.
I don't want them to get lost again.
They'll be safe that way.
They'd also be safe with me. I
Would
am their
they-
creator.
If they're taken out of this barrier, suddenly any other god could try to take them from you.
Oh, but they won't.
Can you be sure of that?
Well, I know Gillinan would never take them from me. And if you think the others are following her,
Why wouldn't Gillinan take them from you? You'll have to excuse me, I'm only now learning about Elven history.
she freed me from the tree.
Who put you in the tree?
Fen'Harel.
Why did he do that?
That's how he locked me away.
And how long have you been out of the tree?
Well, I thought we were done. I didn't. I remember walking through the forest one day. And a flash of light in the sky. And there was just a hole there. It was maybe, I don't know, a few days after I was freed.
Can we cut to what Diani is doing?
Mm-hmm.
One of my, this is a very, very long shot, but one of my cleric things is called Divine Intervention, where you can try to call your demon to intervene.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to try to call Solas.
What's the mechanics for that?
I have to roll percentile dice and roll under my level. So
Okay.
I have very little chance.
Okay.
No,
No.
no, but I tried. Basically, she's praying real hard.
Do you have like message or sending or something?
I do have sending. I also have commune, I believe, or commune. Just have 8 million spells. So give me 1 second.
Can I roll a con check to like be able to just step away from her?
Sure.
Okay. I got an 18.
You are able to pull one of your feet out of the spell she has you in.
Ew, I hate it. Can I talk? Am I able to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just your feet that are stuck. Your 1 foot.
So I can cast sending to other planes of existence. So I am going to cast sending and send a message to Solas
Okay.
while I'm hiding. And I will message you,
Mhm.
whatever I say.
Why are you here, Ashara? You're muted.
Honestly, I was hoping for answers, and I'm not really sure if I found any or not. You're not what I expected.
What did you expect?
Someone a little more grounded, I suppose.
I'm sure
Violet kind of half grumbles out. You mean someone less crazy?
Sure I was back before, but being alone with the trees for so long. And she just kind of like stares off into the distance for a very long moment.
Lila's like really frustrated because she's struggled really hard to get that 1 foot out, and she is clearly like straining to try to get the other one. She is so tired of these friggin' elves, and she like snaps out. Then what makes you think you're worthy anymore?
Do you think you're more worthy than I am?
No, I think she is. She jams her head over into Ashara.
And she looks at Ashara. Do you think you're worthy? Your friends have a lot of faith in you, it seems.
I would hope it's well put, and I've never been afraid to try.
Are you going to take them from me?
I suppose it depends.
On what?
Am I going to have to kill you in order to do that?
Perhaps. If you think you can. Have you ever fought a god before?
I mean, we survived the Black City. We've survived other horrible things. I'd rather not have to kill you, or at least attempt to kill you. I'd like to think that there was still something worth following in you. I still hold on to that. But if I have to, I will.
Why do you think you'd have to, Ashara?
Will you give me the bow if I ask?
Do you think you can get to it?
Is there a trick to getting to it?
I don't remember.
Do I have to fight you to get it? Or do I have to fight something else to get it?
Well, I suppose I could always summon one of my creatures. One of my monsters. If you'd like. I've made new ones.
I think we'd like to avoid more violence if that's an option.
You look like someone who doesn't really believe that.
Can you get to the weapons? Or do you not remember how?
Well, we could find out.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to with people watching.
You're a god. Aren't you used to an audience?
I'm a nomad. I live
You
in
got performance anxiety? Everybody gets it sometimes.
You would know, wouldn't you?
No, I don't typically have an issue with it, but I get it. I understand. Some people I know have had issues with it as well.
Mm,
Do you want to talk through it?
do you?
Not particularly.
This human's funny.
He is one of the good ones.
I don't know about that.
Is there a resolution to this that doesn't involve the potential of my friends all meeting horrible fates?
Well, I don't know. Depends on how you play this.
Do you have something in mind?
Well, you could just leave.
Come too far to come back empty-handed.
Maybe you haven't come far enough.
She's gonna reach out again for the weapon.
And as you do that, she also reaches and grabs your wrist. You shouldn't have done that. And with her other hand, the rest of you watch as she pulls out a dagger and plunges it into Ashara's ribcage. And you take, I rolled a 24 to hit. So
Yeah.
And you take 7 points of damage. And y'all can roll initiative. Let me get out a message in reply to Diani quick. It's half written.
As soon as she casts the spell, she's gonna come back out, like, and move back to Bronwyn's side.
I feel like this wasn't gonna give us anything, so
that's why I was trying to contact Solas, because I figured we're fucked either way.
Okay. So, top of the order is Bronwyn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my movement to get right up next to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like the second I like see the dagger coming out, I'm like starting to run,
Mm-hmm.
and I slide down on my knees to try to just like kind of knock her over with my axe to like get her away from Ashara. So and then like I'm gonna rage and use my full 2 attacks though. But like the purpose.
Are you trying to knock her away?
I'm trying to get her to to back away. Like, I don't want her to hurt anyone else, but I am also trying to do damage.
So then I would say roll strength to knock her away, and then you would get 1 attack.
Okay. Strength or athletics?
Aren't they the same thing?
Nope. Not for me.
Okay, you can do athletics.
Okay, 19 then.
That does not hit. So
Dang.
she is still firmly on her feet.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm definitely gonna swing at her.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I forgot that I went into a rage, which gives me advantage on that.
Okay.
And makes it a 26.
That hits.
So that was me trying to knock her away, and then I also rolled a 26 for my attack.
Okay.
So double 26. And the damage on that is 14.
Okay.
So kind of like trying to come between her and Ashara if I can when I'm pushing her away.
So she gets knocked back to here. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Next up is Delia with Diani on deck.
I would like to get 2 squares to the right of Bronwyn.
There or there?
Hang on, do it again. 1 over. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Perfect. And let me double check this feat. Yes, I would like to use my bonus action for insightful fighting. So I need them, Andrew, to roll a deception check.
A deception check.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to use sneak attack on her regardless. And that is a natural 20 to hit. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay. I need another D6. Hang on. And 20. 34 damage, and that is with the extra D6 for the nat 20.
Okay. So is that with your daggers or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you come charging up as she's knocked backwards. You are able to kind of run up, and as she's like kind of regaining her balance, you just jab them right into her. Would you like to do anything else?
That is it for me.
Okay. Diani and Andrel's on deck.
Okay. I would like to move like 2 squares up. Thank you. And then I am going to cast 5th level Flame Strike.
Cool.
Centered on the square behind her, so she'll be caught and it would deal you wounds.
Okay.
She has to make a dex save.
That is 30.
Okay, she still takes half, so
Which is
hold on. It's a 8d6.
oh.
Uh 15 points. That's halved. I rolled 30.
Okay. Cool.
And it's just a cylinder of flame that crashes down through the trees.
And as it does that, she lets out this shriek as she tries to step away, without stepping into Delia's dagger again. And the end of her braid is fried off.
I'm not sure if it'll have any effect, but it's a 10 foot like circle, so it would hit the barrier around the sphere as well.
No effect on that.
Okay. And that's fire and radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I would just like to place my Fen'Harel spiritual weapon behind her or next to her.
Okay. Like there?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So then, anything else you'd like to do?
That the spiritual weapon gets a 26.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh, 9 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So it is now Andrel's turn. So she is going to turn to Delia with one of her daggers. That is a 23 to hit. And you are going to take 10 points of damage.
I'm gonna defensive duelist as a reaction.
Okay, is that where you?
No, actually, no. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry.
Okay. And then
I will uncanny dodge though.
okay. So then, what is that? 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Let's quick do this. So she is going to teleport over here. We're going to put you back where you go. And then,
Callie, real quick, as a mechanical question, when they are teleporting, are we counting them as like a disengage?
yes.
Okay.
And then she is going to draw her bow. And she's going to aim it at Ashara. And that is holy shit. That is 18. I rolled a 2.
That hits.
And so then you're going to take 12 points of damage. And then it is Asira's turn with Clay on deck. Ren. Next to your sister.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do Eldritch Blast. Let's see if it does anything this time. 24.
That hits.
Okay. It's going to be 11 points of damage.
So with the magical field of this place, you feel surged with energy, and as you cast this spell, It lights up more than it normally would, and as you blast her, she is knocked backwards. Just a little bit. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then it is Clay's turn with Ashara on deck.
I would I guess I'm gonna run up so I'm behind her, like away from the rest of the group. Yeah. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna slash at her with both of my weapons.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. It's a 17 plus 8,
Yeah, that
and then a 16 also plus 8.
yes.
Okay. 16 damage.
Okay.
And so I would kind of like to try and take the hide action. Is there anything over there? I'd like to stay within her 5-foot range and try and take the hide action.
No.
No, okay. It does just say that I can do it, but it doesn't describe what it needs to be done. So I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okie doke. Then it is Ashara's turn with Lila on deck.
Ashara's bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna fire 2 arrows at her.
Go for it.
Dirty 20 for the first
Mhm.
one. And a natural 20 for the second one.
Nice. Both hit.
Okay, so damage for the first one. 1d8. Here's my d8. 12 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then natural 20. Oh, nice. 20. 30 on the second one.
Okay. So you fire these arrows, and with the magical energy in this space, both arrows light up as you fire them. And when they hit her, there's this burst of light before it dissipates, and she is bloody but still going strong. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just under her breath, she's just like, I'm sorry about this. No, she's just gonna stay there. She's gonna stay where she's at.
Okay.
Actually, no, I want to move.
Mhm.
I want to get, is it like 3 squares over in the direction of the bow? Same line, just 3 squares. Yeah, right there.
Okay. Then it is Lila's turn. Bronwyn on deck.
Is she still stuck in place?
Oh, roll Constitution.
A save?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's 7 out of 1? 16.
Yes, your foot comes unstuck.
Okay, then she's just gonna charge up next to Bronwyn.
Next to Bronwyn?
Wait,
Clay.
who's a serious thing. Okay, I got confused. Yeah, so let's go opposite side of Clay. So that we're flanking. Does that mean I get advantage on my rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, just gonna take 3 swings. Okay. Exactly. How much was my okay? Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Okay, so I have 1 miss and 2 crits.
Mm-hmm.
Because I crit on 18, 19, 20. So
Cool.
oh, but I didn't roll well. 12.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. So you come charging at her, and when you make your first swing, she just kind of like that's when she's being blasted with the light, and so you're blinded. But the second and third swings all hit her. Was there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Bronwyn with Delia on deck.
I'm going to use my movement to get up, kind of between where Lila and Clay are. And I am going to go into a frenzy.
Hell yeah.
Which means that I get an extra attack. So I am going to swing at her 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 22, 30, and 21.
Those all hit.
Okay, and the 30 is a crit.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna open my calculator real quick. Um, 49 points of damage.
Okay. So you come charging, going into this frenzied rage, and you're just hacking at her, and not really giving her a chance to recover between each swing. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that is it.
Okay. Delia, Diani on deck.
I want to move directly across from Bronwyn. And swing, baby, swing.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That is a 19.
Does not hit.
Boo. Okay. Let me see if I can do anything else. Not right now.
Okay. So as you swing at her, that is when Bronwyn is hacking at her. And as you swing, she's like flinching away from Bronwyn's axe and you miss. Then it is Diani's turn. Andrew's on deck.
I am going to move like diagonal up one towards Ashara.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna move Fen'Harel down 4 squares. That's as far as the spiritual weapon can move. And then I am going to cast a 4th level guiding bolt.
Okay.
26. I
Oh,
keep
what?
rolling 26.
Oh, yes. That
I
hits.
keep rolling a 16 on this time. Hold on, I have to do math. Uh, 27, and the next person who attacks her gets advantage.
27 damage.
Yes.
Cool, cool. Another burst of light comes through. Everyone flanking her, you are also blinded because she's right there. I feel like that makes sense. So, anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can do.
Okay. It is Andrew's turn. Asira is on deck. The first thing she's gonna do is teleport the fuck out of there.
So here's a question I have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have a feat that lets me take opportunity attacks even if someone disengages.
Okay.
Would you allow that?
What's the feat? I'll look it up.
It is, oh gosh, let me find the name again. Sentinel.
I'm just gonna put it on my
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you, even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. Oh, I forgot about that piece of it. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn, which wouldn't really affect the teleport because they're not using movement on that. But
I'm reading up on teleport right now. It does not affect it. Yes, it does not affect it. So you are not able to make
okay.
it. Yeah.
Figured I'd ask.
It's a valid question. So she is going to teleport here. And she is going to, I need to get my sheet back up. There we go. Takes her a look. She's going to pull out her bow and fire at Ashara. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There it is. $18 points of damage.
Fuck.
And then she is also going to cast Thorn Whip at the spiritual weapon. That is 16 to hit.
My spiritual weapon does not have a AC because it's incorporeal.
Okay. It does take damage though, right?
No, it doesn't
No?
have hit points either. It's just like a minute long thing that I create.
Dumb. Then I'm not gonna do that. She'll just fire again. Her arrow, or bow and arrow. Okay. At Asira. And that is 26 to hit. So then that will be 16 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
And now it is Asira's turn with Clay on deck.
All right, I am going to try and do Eldritch Blast again.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it's a 17, so that's not going to hit.
Nope. Anything else you would like to try?
Um, I'm going to go ahead and do Dread Transform, because why not?
Okay. So, you all see as this bright light kind of comes out of Asira's hands, and her body starts to contort, and you see the horns kind of curling up further and further from her head, and the dark black that comes over her eyes and just kind of drips down her face. That's now like super pale. And she almost seems like she grows even taller than before. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that is it.
Okay. Clay with Ashara on deck.
I'm gonna hop over to the square to Andrew's left.
That's left.
Yes. And I am going to slash at her again.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I do. Ooh. Wow. 18 plus 8 and 19 plus 8 for
Those
the hits.
both hit.
Yeah. And then $16 damage.
Okay.
And then I'd like to take I guess it would be disengage back to stand next to, so just one step to the left. And then go to Ashara and ask her if she has a healing potion.
Yes, I do have a healing potion
Okay.
that I can take out and give to Clay.
No, I don't need a healing potion. I was wondering if you had one.
Oh, I have healing potions.
Okay.
I have contingency plans if I need to.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So as you're disengaging, you watch as Angel's eyes are just trained on the two of you. You, Clay, and Ashara, and her eyes start to glow this like eerie, blue-green veilfire color. And she lets out this loud scream. Everyone make a Constitution save.
$17. Yes, that's right.
Nat 20, so
22.
22.
17 for me.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no. Anyone who rolled 18 or higher take 6 points of damage. As she just lets out this burst of energy from her body.
18 or higher?
18 or higher. You do not, sorry, 18 or higher is fine. 18 and under, or 17 and under is take the damage. Sorry.
How much damage was it?
6. Clay, did you want to do anything else?
No.
Then it is Ashara's turn with Lila on deck.
Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit so that I'm diagonal down from Diani.
Like here?
Nope, in front of her.
Oh, in front of her.
Like down, same row, but down diagonal.
I'm confused. Same row?
If I'm right next to Diani, if you put me right next to Diani, over 1, down 1 more. Okay, over 3 on her right diagonal.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I was confused. Okay.
Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take another 2 shots. And I just realized that I have a feat as well that if I hit her once per turn, I get an extra 1d8 of damage no matter what.
Okay.
It's part of Hunter's Prey.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first one is a dirty 20.
Yep.
And the second one is the same, a dirty 20.
Nice.
So. The first one was 7. The second one is 12. And then the extra d8 is another 12. No, is another 7. My bad.
Okay. So you're just firing at her, right?
Yeah, I'm not using any spells.
Okay.
per
So
se.
you fire off these arrows, and this bright light comes from them. Clay, you are blinded by the light for a moment, as these all fire at her. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Action wise, no, she's just gonna kind of look at Andro pleadingly and be like, do we really have to do this?
You're the ones that started it, aren't you?
You stabbed me first.
Yes, but you tried to take my things from me.
All right, then we're still doing this.
Then it is Lila's turn.
So for flanking, they have to be. If so, I'm going to go up to the opposite side of Angel from Clay, but I'm assuming I don't get flanking bonus because he's not actually on top of her.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just roll for my 3 things. Oof. Okay, 1 will hit because 1 is 26. The other 2 do not.
Okay.
So that's 5 points of damage.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. So you come charging up. You see the light that emits from the arrows as Ashara fires them. And while she's kind of distracted by that light, you are able to come in and whack her with your sword. But the light is also an issue for you, so you missed your other two. Yeah, that's how that works. Next up, Andrew is actually up next. Bronwyn on deck. Let's see. She is going to she's just gonna fire at Ashara again. Oh, that is a natural 17. So you are going to take I can't math. 23 points damage.
As a reaction, I'm going to uncanny dodge that and take half.
Okay. So that is 12 points. Yes, that's how that works. 12 points damage. And then she is going to turn and jab at Lila with her dagger. That is 38 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
And that is 14 points of damage for you. And then she's going to end up over here. Next is Bronwyn with Delia on deck.
I'm gonna just waddle my way over to her, I guess.
You're gonna waddle.
Well, no.
You think you would get there in 6 seconds?
I'm not
waddling.
actually waddling. I was just adding a little spice to my description. No, she charges over there. She is kind of flip oh, she's over there. Oh, she's over there. And then changes her direction part way to as she's teleporting. And take her 3 swings. I got a 26, another 26, and a critical 30.
Fuck yeah.
That is 46 points of damage total.
Very nice. So you're swerving, trying to figure out where she is, and when you finally lay eyes on her, your eyes go this bright red. They're already red, but anyone who sees you knows that you are extra angry. And you go charging ahead and slash at her.
The part of her that was trying to convince this woman to not fight, absolutely gone. She is foaming at the mouth.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay, Delia with Diani on deck.
All right, I'm going to have to dash to get up to her, so I'm going to go for the opposite side of Bronwyn, or the opposite side from Bronwyn.
There.
18 plus 9.
Yes.
27.
Yes.
Okay. Oh gosh, so many dice. 10, 20. Nine, 33 damage.
Okay.
And that will be it from me.
Okay. So you are sprinting. And as Bronwyn is like swinging at her, you kind of do like the baseball slide around her.
Yeah.
And jab up into her. Then it is Diani's turn and Andrew's on deck.
Okay. I am going to do another guiding bolt at 4th level.
Okay.
I don't think that hits, so I'm going to use one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
29.
Yes, that hits.
Uh, 26 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast. Oh my god, where is it? The bonus action healing. Healing word.
Okay.
At 3rd level for Ashara. So that's
Thank you.
yeah. No dying. 3d4 plus 10. 19 healing.
Oh, you're amazing.
And that's I'm going to take I would like to be 2 squares behind Ashara. I'm a little too close for my own comfort.
There?
All right. Now I'm done.
Yeah. Drop my pen. Okay. Andrew's turn. Let me see. She is going to first start by teleporting. Get away from you two. And she's gonna go here.
We're just chasing her all over this dang map. Get back here right now.
Like the fight with the nightmare where he keeps zooming around.
And she is going to fire once at Ashara. That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 20 points of damage. And then for her next attack, she is going to fire at Diani. That is a
It
31
literally doesn't matter what you roll.
to hit.
You mathematically cannot miss me.
And this is also 20 points of damage. And then it is Asira's turn with Clay on deck.
All right, I am going to attempt to do Eldritch Blast again. Nope, that's not going to hit.
So as you are conjuring Eldritch Blast, that's when she teleports. And at the last second, to avoid hitting Bronwyn and Delia, you kind of like panic and your magic fizzles out.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Did she have advantage?
I don't get advantage for dread form. The only thing that happens is if I hit.
Didn't Sebastian use guiding bolt again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Guiding bolt gives advantage. Sorry.
Okay. No worries. Let me roll
just
again.
wanted to check. I was like, I think that there's an advantage hanging on in there.
There's so many things.
Okay, a 24.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to be a 5 damage.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Because it hit, Angela needs to take a wisdom saving throw, unless they're immune to being frightened. Because if they fail the saving throw, then the target is frightened until the end of your next turn.
Well, I got a 21.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Then it is Clay's turn with Ashara on deck.
Okay. I would like to go. Can I be diagonal down right of Andrew? Just so that if anybody wants to run in
There?
and flank, they can. Yes. And yeah, I'm just gonna smack her again since slasher. 18 plus 8 and 18 plus 8 and I'm slashing. 18 plus 8 and a 20 plus 8 for attacks.
Damn.
And I have grievously wounded her, and now she has disadvantage on all attack rolls until my next turn.
Okay.
And then damage is not going to be much, but 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Okay. So you come running over, and this time it's your turn to do the baseball slide to reposition yourself around her.
Yeah.
You drive your weapons up into her, and she screams and kind of like backhands towards you. Doesn't hit you, but she screams out, "You will not take them from me." And now it is Ashara's turn.
Can I really quickly say,
Yes.
no one ever taught you to share as a child, huh?
She is a god.
She was a child once.
Was she?
Yeah. From what I understand of the Dragon Age gods, yes.
So Ashara's turn, Lila on deck.
Okay, I am going to drop Hunter's Mark and cast flame arrows at 4th level.
Nice.
Which means that, so it says that I think I get an extra arrow at 4th level. So it means that I get to shoot 3 at her instead of just my 2.
Far away.
First arrow is a 17 plus 9, 26.
Yep.
Second arrow misses. The third arrow is a 21.
That hits.
The 2 hits, and all right. What's the damage on this? Okay, so it's an extra 1d6. 4. 14 for the first one.
Okay.
Wait. 16 for the second one, and then Hunter's Prey is an extra 4 damage. So 20 for that last one.
Okay. So you fire off these arrows, and they go right over Fen'Harel's head. And as they kind of lodge into her armor, it does set her on fire for a moment, but she is able to use her magic to dissipate it when you fire the third one and it misses. Anything else you'd like to do?
Question real quick. Looking at her and then glancing at the weapons, like how hurt does she look?
She looks fairly beaten, but not quite ready to give up.
What do the barriers around the weapons look like? Do they look like the more that she gets hurt, does it look like they're getting kind of...
Make a perception check.
Perception. Okay, that's a +6. Whatever 16 plus 6 is, 22?
Yes. Looking at them, there is a slight waver, but it doesn't look like they're any less powerful.
Okay, I want to move up in a straight diagonal 1, 2, 3, so that I'm between her and the bow. So just up diagonal 3 squares, right there.
Cool.
Back one. You know what? Move me back one so that I'm right in front of the bow.
This pisses her off greatly.
I kind of figured I was already pissing the gods off. What's a little bit more.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Lila with Angel on deck.
Okay. If I go diagonal, does that count as flanking?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just take a step in. And take my 3 swings. Okay. Oh, man.
Callie, real quick, is it an action to drink a potion? Or is it a bonus action?
I think it's a bonus action, but I can look it up. What'd you roll, Katie?
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 1 normal hit and 1 crit.
Okay.
Uh, 13 points of damage.
All right.
Isn't it an action to feed someone a potion, but then it's a bonus action to take it?
I think it's an action no matter what.
Yeah.
Technically, the rules are action either way. A lot of people homebrew it, so it's a bonus action if it's just you.
Okay. I think it makes more sense for it to be a bonus action, so we'll just do that.
Okay.
Which is why a lot of people do it that way.
Yeah.
Because it does make more sense.
What was the damage again, Katie?
I think it was 14.
And it was 13 or 14, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Okay. It's Angel's turn. And the first thing she's gonna do is lash out at Lila with her dagger. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that is... That's the wrong die. Where is it? 12 points of damage. And then she's going to move.
Wait, did you say 12?
Yes.
Okay.
She is going to move here. And she is going to fire off at Ashara again. That is a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And where'd my die go? Whatever. Oh, there it is. $25 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Um,
Yeah, that one really digs in. Like,
uh-huh.
mhm.
Uh-huh. It is Bronwyn's turn, Delia on deck.
Okay. I'm a running up to her. Can I ask if someone is grappled, can they teleport?
That's a good question. I will double check. You can teleport out of it.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna run up to her. Kind of. I want to make it so that it's easy for someone to flank with me if they can get over there. So, like,
What's your movement? 40?
40.
This is 30.
So move diagonally left. Like, if I just like, what if I like go down and I'm like swinging at her legs as I pass her, you know, and then I turn back around and hit her again.
I like that. Roll.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, I missed her that first time.
Okay.
Because I got a natural one.
Yeah, you as you're like sliding, your foot like hits a pebble and you somersault over yourself into your position now.
Yeah. But then the other two are a 20 and a 24.
And they both hit.
Okay, great. Hello. Oh, heck yeah. That's max damage on that one. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
I have to check this. So I have something that says I can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice. If I re-roll and I get a 1 still, does it count then? Or do I get to re-roll that again until I don't get a 1?
What is that called?
It's just great weapon fighting.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh, never mind. It says when I click into it, I use it. Okay. So then the total is 31 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Nah.
Okay. Delia with Diani on deck.
All right, I would like to run up and again be across from Bronwyn.
Okay.
And swingity swing.
Hell yeah.
23? 14 plus 9? Yeah, that is 23.
That hits.
All right. Big handful of dice again. Oh, good. No ones this time. Fabulous. All right. Hang on a second. Math is harder, though. Okay, that's 20. That's 10. Yeah, so that's 20, 30, or 38 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack with my other sword.
Yeah.
For a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on the table. There we go. With additional 3 damage, so 41 total.
Okay. So as you're running up to jab at her, that's when Bronwyn somersaults and tries to recover. So while she's distracted by the hilarity of Bronwyn tripping over herself, that's when you go up and jab her. Is there anything else?
Not so funny now. No, I'm good.
Okay. Deani, Andrel on deck.
I am going to use my last 4th level spell slot to do the same thing that I've been doing because it seems like it's working. And a 26.
That hits.
Um, 24 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna actually do the exact same thing I did last time and heal Ashara again.
Okay.
I hurt you.
For another 19. And can you move me back to be directly in front of the spear, like across from Ashara? Yep. Perfect.
So Andrel's turn, Asira on deck. She sees you moving to the spear and says, fuck that. And she's gonna move here. She's going to first fire off at Ashara. That's cocked. That is a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Keep losing my d8s. There, nope, there it is. So that is 22 points of damage. And yeah, she'll go for Deani with her other shot. That is 32. And you are going to take 30 points of damage. And that's her turn. It is Asira's turn with Clay on deck.
Oh.
You muted yourself.
Oh, okay. I thought that I was muted, so
It was like for a split second.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Eldritch Blast again, or attempt to do it. Okay, that's a 15. Do I get a advantage roll again?
Yes, because Diani cast that spell again.
Okay. Okay, 21.
Yes, that hits.
And that's a 4 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I am gonna do.
Okay. So as she like reappears in this new spot, you're like, oh shit, now she's here. And you quick blast her. Clay's turn, Ashara on deck.
I am going to set up for flanking again, so I think that is bottom left diagonal. What else am I carrying with me when you draw the block around me?
I don't know.
I'm carrying stuff with me. Random foliage. And I am just going to, oh, nice, 19. I'm gonna slash at her again. So 19 plus 8 and 17 plus 8. So 5 and 6. So just 11 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit there so other people can
Just
flank.
gonna sit there.
And other people can do damage.
Okay. Ashara with Lila on deck.
All right. I'm gonna move directly in front of Diani. Yep. And I'm going to flame arrow this bitch at 4th level again.
Hell yeah. Okay. First attack is a 25. That hits.
Second one is a 22.
Also hits.
And the third one is a dirty 20.
They all hit.
Oh, God. $13 for the first one. 14 for the second one. 14. And then an extra D8 or 8 points of damage for Hunter's Prey.
Cool. You fire off these arrows, and Clay, you're just watching as like flames erupt around her. She is looking rough, but still standing.
Bonus action.
Yes.
Going to drink a healing potion.
As you should. How much do you heal for?
It's a greater, so it's 4d4 plus 4. Hold on. $14 points.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Nope. I'm standing in front of Diani, and that's where I want to be.
All right. Oh, it is Lila's turn with Andrew on deck.
Okay. I can flank with Clay.
Flanking.
Okay, and I'll do my 3 swings with advantage then. $23 hits, yeah?
Yes.
So I have 2 hits and 1 crit.
All right.
Okay. All right, better rolls. 26 damage total.
Okay. So yeah, you come charging over, and while she's distracted by being lit on fire, you slash at her. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is Andrew's turn. First thing she's gonna do is move. He's gonna move right here. And she is going to fire off at Ashara. That is 19.
Mm-hmm.
And 25 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And roll this to decide who she shoots at next. It is Ashara again. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh-huh. That is another 16 points of damage.
I will uncanny dodge
Mm-hmm.
and have that.
Okay. So that's the end of the round. Before we go further, do you guys want to keep going? Because we're getting close to my cutoff point. If you guys want to keep going, we will. But if you guys want to stop and continue it next time, we can.
I would personally like to stop continue next time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because it's getting late.
We can
Yeah, I
actually do
have to
that.
get ready for work for tomorrow.
Yeah. We can do that. Then we will stop there and pick it up next time at the top of the round.